Okay. Hello, we're here with Mike and Maggie Quinn, and we're going to spend a couple minutes tonight talking about their favorite subject, their daughter Erin. Erin's had a tremendous career here, but tonight we're going to talk a little bit about your guys' experience through this whole journey. And I hope this is something that you guys will have for years, something you'll look back at and enjoy when you look back at this special time in her life. So first of all, tell us about your family. Where your hometown, how long have you lived there, siblings or children that you have?
We've been in Marlton since the 1999. We moved just before the millennium. We started off when we got married in Cherry Hill, not far from here, over in St. Pius Parish. Mm-hmm. As the family got bigger, we got a little bit bigger house and moved over to Marlton.
And you have other children?
We do. We have Kelly is Bishop Eustace grad, class of 2013. She's a senior at Richmond right now. And then her little brother Michael is a 2015 grad from St. Joe's Prep in Philadelphia. He's currently a sophomore at the Catholic University of America, where he's tearing it up on the rugby fields.
Mm-hmm. So Erin it's just the three of you right now in the house. Like, it got quiet, I imagine, over the past few years.
No, actually it didn't.
No?
Conventional wisdom is that it got quieter, but unfortunately that's not the case.
Ah, well I got to hear that story.
Erin's nickname growing up was CNN. Because she just never stopped talking.
Really?
Yes.
Non-stop talk. Mm-hmm.
Really? Now, would her teammates or her friends describe her that way, you think? Or is that a home thing?
I don't know.
I think it's more of a home thing. I've never heard anybody tell me that she has a gift for gab.
Really?
I've heard she's more measured around her friends.
But at home, it's...
Her brother can't even talk at the dinner table.
Really?
It's like painful for her not to interrupt him. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And he's 6'3".
Oh, really? That tall?
Yeah. So.
Wow. Wow. Okay. What other names did you consider for her? If she wasn't Erin, what were you gonna call her?
After we named her Erin, I thought of Hannah, and that's actually a family name, and I wanted to change her name, but he wouldn't let me. So she's still Erin.
Erin.
We had asked the two older children, who were probably 2 and 4. They had some creative ideas, but we stuck with Erin.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Did when Kelly was born, was Hannah one of the names considered then?
No, I didn't even think of it then.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Nope.
A friend of ours named their child Hannah, and I was like, oh, we should have named her Hannah. And then my mom said, oh, that's your great-grandmother's name.
Mm-hmm. Describe her personality, Erin's personality. You hit a little bit of it, but...
Confident.
Feisty.
Feisty, yeah, definitely feisty.
Strong-willed.
From the moment she was pretty much able to speak, she's been pretty strong-willed.
Product of being third of 3?
Determined.
I think that might be the case. She's got to fight for her time, and she learned how to do that.
I think it's Erin being Erin.
Okay.
What makes her happy?
Cold Stone.
Yeah.
Cold Stone.
And
Bria.
we call her the POC. She's the perfect only child. When she's the only child, she's in her glory. When the 2 kids are away at college.
I mean, this is my second one I've done. I love doing them. It's
Yeah.
the things I learn.
That's
Things
right.
I learn. What is her pet peeve?
When you cut on a plate and it makes that noise.
The screeching
The
sound?
screeching
Yeah.
noise.
Mhm.
She loses it.
Mhm.
Loses it, yeah.
So do her siblings antagonize her at dinner, just knowing that?
Her parents do too. Yes.
I know I'm sitting next to her in the bank.
That's right. Make sure they have ceramic plates.
I'm going to bring my own silverware. I'm going to sharpen my knife and bring that and sit right next to her.
Okay.
The one thing that you guys do that makes her roll her eyes?
Exist.
Speak.
Speak, yeah.
Yeah. If we speak in front of her friends, that's a no-no.
That's funny. I aim to embarrass my daughter when I can. She enjoys that.
Yep.
Tell us something she likes to do besides play field hockey, like a hidden talent or a hobby.
She used to Irish step dance.
Yes.
She doesn't anymore, but she was quite good at it,
Yeah.
actually.
Is that right?
She did. She was, and then when she's in the off season, she'll play a little bit of lacrosse and she's pretty social. She likes hanging out with her. She made a lot of really good friends at Bishop Eustace, so she likes to hang out with her friends.
A lot of the girls on the lacrosse team are on the field hockey team too, no?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's been a nice kind of relationship between the two. Like Kendall, for example, you know,
Kendall Griffiths.
yeah, came on board with field hockey just because, you know, camaraderie and they had a blast, and Erin and her friends go play lacrosse because they have just such a good time
Mhm.
playing lacrosse. So it's a great group of girls.
It does seem it. I saw, it's funny, her, because I had to prepare being the pro that I am at this, and I did look at her WC Eagles profile, and that Irish step is still listed as a hot. Did you guys know that? So I was going to ask you about
Yeah,
it.
It's been a while.
They don't take it down. I mean,
Right.
So yeah,
Obviously by the picture, I guess.
yeah, the picture looks like she was in 8th grade, but
Yeah.
yeah, she was good at it. She practiced over Camden Catholic and did a couple feshes, bunch of feshes actually.
Is
as
a
well.
fesh the dance?
That's the
The
competition,
competition.
yeah. So she
You
did-
do it solo?
Yeah, and she also did the Oroptis, which is the team dance as well. So,
That is a hidden talent.
Yep.
What would she tell you was the best birthday or Christmas gift that she ever got?
well, Easter would be Winnie,
Oh yeah.
our dog.
Her dog. When we got our dog, that was her favorite.
Uh-huh. And how old is the dog?
11.
11
11.
years, yeah.
She was in first grade.
Yeah, six years
Yeah,
old. or
6
so.
years old. Yeah, they've been tight ever since.
You surprised her with it? Did she know?
We surprised the kids with it. Yeah, they didn't know, and they came down for Easter, and up came the dog from the basement.
Wow.
With bunny ears on
Really?
Yeah.
and a purple bow around her neck, yeah. Bunny rabbit left her.
Was that the story you used?
That was the
That
story.
was the story.
They
We're
bought it at
sticking
the
to
time? Not the older two.
I think they all bought it.
How old was Kelly? She's 4 years older?
She still believes in Santa.
What was her favorite Halloween costume?
Tinkerbell.
Tinkerbell, several years.
Like what? Like when she was like 15, 16 years old?
She borrowed Maggie's. Yeah, Tinkerbell when she was real little. She was a big Tinkerbell fan.
Mhm.
She wore it for multiple years?
Yes.
Yeah.
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 Funniest thing she ever said or did in public that made you want to crawl under a rock?
One of them will tell you off the video. But we had a run-in with a neighbor when we first moved into the neighborhood. You can tell the story.
Not a run-in, we were just for a walk, and Erin saw our neighbor in the yard and asked him if he was a boy or a girl.
How old was she here?
Oh, she was probably 4.
Yeah.
So that went over well.
Yeah, well, he took it very well. He said, oh, sometimes I ask myself that question.
Okay, where are we going with this?
We'll be leaving now.
I mean, did he look? Did he look?
No.
So it's just one of those random,
Yeah.
Out
like
of the
why would you
mouths
say
of-
that?
Yeah.
Babes come gems, and out it came, and our job is to put the pieces back together again.
So how does she ride out the remainder of her senior year? I mean, she's committed to a college, she's state champion. Now, what happens next for her in the next few months?
Hopefully she keeps studying hard so that she doesn't lose her likely to pen.
Likely to pen?
Well, she's received a likely letter that she's likely to be admitted.
Right.
Until we have the admission letter.
The Ivies don't do letters of intent, they just do what are called likely letters.
Mhm.
And they tell you that if you keep doing what you're doing, you're likely to be admitted.
Right, when the admission period comes up.
Correct. So, and she'll play lacrosse. Like I said, she really enjoys it.
Mhm.
And she has a good time with her friends. And
Mhm.
I think that's what she's going to do is spend the second semester just enjoying herself. It's been a lot of hard work
Oh, yeah.
academically and in field hockey, and it's going to be a lot of hard work in college. So hopefully she can have about 4 months where she's having fun.
And making memories.
Right.
Yeah. So Erin is 18 or 17 right now?
17.
17. So what do you think she'll be doing in 10 years? 27 years old. Can you picture, if you had to guess, what would that look like for her?
She will be doing whatever it is she decides she wants to do, and she will be doing it very well, because that's Erin. When she decides what she wants to do, she's very determined. So,
I've always thought she would be a decent, a news announcer or reporter, really.
CNN.
But shoving a microphone in somebody's face and demanding answers to her questions.
So next year, when you come home from break, I'm going to let her do this.
It may not be a bad idea.
And I'll stand back there.
And direct it.
And that's right.
Absolutely.
Right. All right, so let's talk for a couple of minutes about field hockey. So how did field hockey is a family commitment. Like, once you do it at the level that Erin's done it and a lot of the girls do. So how did you decide that field hockey was something she might want to do, and what age did she start playing?
Well, I played hockey, so I started my oldest daughter with it, and she just saw Kelly play, and she wanted to play. So when they first start with rec in 3rd grade,
Mhm.
that's when she started. So,
So your experience, you were going to come down, as long as the girls liked it, you were going to come down this path.
yeah. I mean, the options were soccer or field hockey in the fall for them.
Did they dabble in it? Did Aaron dabble in it, in those?
I think both Kelly and Aaron played at least a year or two soccer.
Mm-hmm.
And then I said, give field hockey a try. And then they stuck with
Oh,
it.
right.
both of
Soccer
them.
you could play, you can do 4.
Yeah,
Right.
Field
start
hockey's
them
a little
earlier,
older.
yeah.
Mhm.
She dabbled in basketball for a couple of years and then decided that she did not like it, and that was that. So
Definitive.
she did right, but she did like field hockey, so that was her choice, and she stuck with it.
If she didn't play field hockey, what other sport or activity you think she might be more heavily involved with?
Well, I think she'd play lacrosse,
Lacrosse.
and I think she'd probably run track.
Yeah,
Stay with the dance?
maybe.
But it's possible.
She would have more time to dedicate to it.
That's a time
Oh,
commitment too.
I've heard. Any type of those dance or
Yeah.
gymnastics take a lot of time.
Right.
Yeah.
When she entered high school, what were your expectations for her career? Did you think that she'd be a star player on the state championship team one day?
Hopes? Yes. Thought? No. The potential was there because she had been playing with Drew since they were both, 8 years old, and Drew's extremely skilled, but unfortunately they were living in their sister's shadows for years, and they both came in, and I think they both did extremely well. So, I mean, the potential was there, but I didn't know that they would be able to accomplish what they did.
Did they have pact, the two of them? I didn't realize they were that tight. Was there pact? Did they like cut their fingers and like share blood?
I think this year there was. They
Yeah.
weren't leaving without a state championship.
Yeah, they had gotten so close,
So-
for 2 straight years, and that was, the decision was made, we're getting it,
Mhm.
and they got it, so it's great. And they beat an extremely good Oak Knoll team.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
So it was great.
Happiest you ever seen her on the field?
Did you see the pictures when Drew scored the winning goal in
Oh,
Oak
yeah, I've
Knoll?
seen it.
She's like
Yeah.
5
Yeah.
feet off
2
the
feet.
ground.
Yes.
That
I
had
saw
to be it. That had to be it. I mean, the high school, the success at the high school level is better than the success anywhere else. You can go to festivals and whatever, NITs, but winning your high school state championship is just unmatched.
Mhm.
It's unmatched.
It is the highest I think I saw her jump
Yeah.
this year, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When they lost the state title in 2015, what was the first thought that went through your head that day when the game ended?
We'll be back next year.
Yeah. Yeah. Hoping that they would look back at the game and see there really wasn't much of a difference between them and Oak Knoll. Just a few breaks here and there, and we win that game.
Mhm.
I mean, that was a very extremely talented team too, with Allie and the same girls that came up.
Mhm.
So that was a really good team.
So likewise, when they won it this year, what was the first thought that went through your head?
Oh, just sheer happiness.
Yeah.
I don't know that I was even thinking. I was screaming.
I replayed moments of that game in my head while they were getting their pictures taken, and if you go back and replay that game in your head, you can pick every single player who played for Bishop Eustace, and you could probably pick 5 or 6 moments when they made plays that were just off the charts. Every single girl, from the goalie to the front line, made plays that were just phenomenal. Stepping up against girls again at Oak Knoll who played on junior national teams.
Yeah.
And our girls are stripping them of the balls in the midfield and going the other way
Mhm.
and starting fast breaks. So I just couldn't get over the fact that from goalie to the front line, it was such an incredible team effort. I mean, we had girls standing in the goal,
Yeah.
Olivia, knocking balls
Yeah.
out of the goal.
Yeah,
I mean,
out of the air.
it was unbelievable.
Mhm. It was. So I mean, when that happens, you found her, right? I mean, she was right in the middle of the action there, but your eyes go to her. Did you see her initial reaction? Were you able to see that, or were you just kind of processing what happened?
I didn't.
Yeah.
Well, we couldn't, I can recall it now from seeing the pictures, but
Mhm.
she was too far away to
Right.
actually see her expression.
Plus, you
I
don't
saw
hear
her
the
jump.
You don't hear the thud. Usually, there's that thud on the wood, and
Oh.
and I mean,
Yeah.
I watched it, and after I was like, I didn't know how the ball went in, right? But then if you watch it, you can see that it kind of hit the side netting,
Mhm.
and then it fell down, so you didn't hear that familiar thud.
Right.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, I mean, when she jumped,
Mhm.
I thought she was jumping in anguish, that the ball had just trickled
Right,
wide.
right.
You know what I'm saying? And then when she jumped again, it kind of dawned on me, I'm like, oh my God, that went in.
It was far. I was looking at the official, actually, Karen Alexi, and I saw her, as soon as I saw her put her two hands down like this, I just lost it. And I was waiting for the call, and then they eventually came in and said, you know, winning goal by, you know, Bishop Eustace, Drew Pecora, and then I was looking for Drew and Janine.
If you could do it all over again, what, if anything, would you do differently about your youth or high school field hockey journey?
Her journey?
Well, you were part of it.
Oh.
What would you guys do differently? Or, you know, if anything?
I wouldn't do anything differently.
No.
I mean, I mean, there's no unicorns. You know, nothing's perfect. And we've taken some other journeys with other sports, with other kids, and you know, there's pitfalls and there's problems, but on balance, I think everything went as well for Erin as it could have, and I'll take it.
What advice would you have for the underclassmen parents as they continue on their path?
Enjoy it. Enjoy the journey.
Yeah.
Let them be kids. Just it's a game, and they're kids, and just enjoy the camaraderie and let them have fun.
Feel them out, see what they want to do. I mean, just be as committed to it and as serious about it as they want to be. If they really don't want to, if they just want to make it a fun activity, that's fine. And if they want to really get into it and really go as far as they can go, then help them get there, because it's a lot of work for the parents, a lot of travel, a lot of expense, a lot of time. So if they want to try to make something of it, you know, go with them and help them. And unfortunately, I think you have to kind of take the bull by the horns. If you're a parent and your daughter really wants to play at the next level, you really have to do a lot of legwork and reach out to the coaches and help them.
So I was going to get a megaphone for next year to kind of yell instructions to my daughter. You're suggesting that I cancel that order?
No, I wouldn't do that.
Just to make sure I'm heard, you know.
Yeah.
All right, final thought. So what is the thing that makes you most proud of her?
I like the fact that she got where she is by working extremely hard. I mean, I tell people that, you know, I was with her for a 6-hour practice a couple summers ago in about 98-degree heat. I mean, that's you know.
If ever you're going to walk away, there's your time.
Yeah, I mean, nobody wanted to do that. We all thought it was kind of stupid, but there's just things you do that, you know, that you just have to see them through. And she didn't. She complained, but she stuck it out, and she did it. And you know, and now she's making the connection in her own brain between hard work and success, and that's I think why I'm the most proud of her.
Maggie?
I'm just proud of her because she sets goals for herself and then she reaches them. She's just very determined and steadfast in reaching her goals. And there's never any drama with Erin. A lot of girls, you have that issue. Not Erin, she's just always very straightforward. She's just a straight shooter.
So now I'll ask this last question, or take a look into the camera. This will be for you guys. So do you have a final message that you'd like to share with her at the end of the field hockey journey? The high school field hockey journey, I should say.
Just that we're so proud of you, and we love you so very much, and we wish you all the best at U of Penn, and we'll be there every step of the way.
I was just going to say the same exact thing. No, my parting advice on top of all that would be, don't forget how you got where you got. And remember that you're going to succeed if you keep doing what you did.
Okay. Mike and Maggie Quinn, thank you. Thanks for coming over.
Thank you.
John. Thanks.